Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Evening peace, everybody. Listen. Baby.
Is that what it's gonna be?
No.
Podcast.
My sis. Hey, y'all. Peace,
Hi.
peace.
Listen.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
We trying
Hey,
this
everybody.
thing out, y'all. This
really
is,
Whew. Okay, this is our first.
no.
Yeah,
And I've been drinking.
This
I've
time
been
is,
smoking.
let me make sure. Are we turned down? Hey,
Yeah,
y'all.
I'm turned
hey. Okay, I'm turned down. We here at 5, live at 5.
At 5.
Go
Oh,
on
we got
in.
some AP. Okay, y'all tuning
Live
in.
at
Hey.
Let's do it.
Hey.
It's St. Patty Day.
Is it?
Let's do it.
It's St. Patty Day.
It is. It is. Oh, we got on our green. Represent.
We do.
And we got our...
It's
Oh,
green.
shit. My bad. I wasn't supposed to
Who's
show that. I don't think I was
Why
supposed to show
not?
that. I don't know.
Oh, you want to show the label?
Yeah, but I try to hurry cover up, so hopefully.
I don't own the rights to that bottle.
I don't.
Is
okay.
that me?
Yep.
That's me?
Sound like
Yeah. No, it ain't.
No, I
I
think
turn.
I
That's
turn-
somebody phone. My
I
phone
turn mine
down.
down. Okay.
Come on, you being a villain already.
I am already.
Already.
Hey, y'all. Hey. All
Hey,
right.
everybody. How y'all doing today?
So we here at 5 o'clock.
Oh, this new fuzz.
Yeah, I'm a bit discombobulated.
Yeah. Listen,
Bulated.
we're going to do our weekly check.
Yeah, our
check
weekly
in.
checkup.
Do our check-in.
Let me start.
We're going to start with you. You had a busy week. Miss
Yeah.
Whew. Okay.
What
Why
was it?
did I have kids? But it was my daughter Addison's, her 11th birthday. I had a hotel for the whole weekend. Friday, I did like this big thing with the balloons and laid out all her gifts. She was crying. I was like, oh, my poor little tink tink. Saturday, we went to Urban Air, then had a pool party afterwards. Then I had a slumber party. 8 girls. Let me tell y'all.
Did it.
I am exhausted.
Me
okay?
too. Me too.
I needed this for sure. I start my new job tomorrow.
Yay. Clap, 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 clap,
Because
clap,
she
clap,
quit
clap,
the
clap,
first
clap,
one.
clap,
She
clap,
didn't get fired. She quit the first one, wondering ears.
Listen,
Years.
and if I did get fired,
Hey.
but no, my week has been busy. It's been very, very busy, and the ending of it has been beautiful. My daughter is happy. She's
That's
excited. She enjoyed all her gifts, all her family, cousins. Thank everybody who came, and anybody watching this. Thank y'all for coming to spend her birthday weekend with us. It was beautiful.
It's always beautiful to see your babies like pleased and content
Yeah.
with it, like satisfied
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
That's
a good
really what it
feeling.
was.
Like,
It
I
was,
did that. I put that smile there.
Oh yeah. And when she started crying, I was
You did that. I said, pat yourself on the back. You did that.
Yeah. Pat, 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 pat,
I
pat,
drink
pat,
to
pat,
that.
pat,
Let's
pat,
take
pat,
a
pat,
shot
pat,
for
pat,
you,
pat.
I
mommy.
drink to that.
Super mommy this week.
Come on,
Yeah,
Mark.
we're
You
gonna
better,
take a shot. Mark,
you
put
better
your
put that cup up. Don't be
I only
disrespectful.
got 2 hands, damn it. I only got
Yeah.
Don't
Don't be
lighten it with the other
disrespectful.
Being
hand.
super mommy this week, we salute you, my baby.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies. So, how was y'all week?
My week was cool. By the time I get to this day, I don't even think about remembering what it is I did. I had a really busy day yesterday. You know, just going back and forth doing some things. My work week was okay. It was pretty light. I took off on Wednesday, 313 day.
Yes.
So went to the health fair.
Dr. Shelby.
Yeah, with Dr.
and that was
Shelby.
good.
It was beautiful.
Shout out
It
to
was
Dr. Shelby. We
good.
love you.
Yeah,
We love you. We do.
Yeah, it was good. So I did that on Wednesday. Nice outside. Just went outside to the Riverwalk. We went to the Lab Park or whatever.
Yeah.
That was cool. And then it got cold.
It got real
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah,
did.
but then it got cold again. So.
Oh, and Ava was on Channel 4.
Oh yeah, she was jumping.
Listen, my baby's character's Mark. Okay, Ava was on Channel 4 right behind the ladies' home song. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I said, oh, that's my baby.
I'm trying to figure out my week.
Oh, that is my baby.
I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I was say she got to figure it out.
Right, you gotta figure it out.
So,
Figure it
like,
out.
yeah. So it was like, I think I was in my feelings earlier in the week, work related. Wasn't bad, you know. I just get caught a couple bitches or whatever because of work orders or whatever. But
Couple bitches.
it was
A
cool.
couple bitches.
I get caught at least 4 bitches and then I get a
That's
thank
the quota.
you.
Yeah.
4 bitches and 1 thank you.
Yeah, 4
Okay.
And 1
bitches and a
thank you.
thank
Well,
you.
you ever get like
in the
4
field
bitches
that I am,
and
and I'm
thank
okay
yous?
with that. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, I'm okay with that. But work was pretty cool. So when I left Friday, you know, I was a little exhausted, a little tiring. At work we did have a little barbecue, little picnic. You had a plate from that at work,
And
so
it
that
was
pretty
delicious.
Cool.
Okay, that macaroni and cheese, baby.
Cause I did that.
Hey.
What you do? What you put?
That mac and cheese.
What you put in
I
there?
put my foot in there.
You put your. It's how you put more in there.
That was a little bit more
sound?
than a foot.
That was a little bit. That sounded like that was
But
something.
so,
It was good though.
That was good.
But
Shout
it
out.
was
It was
really
good, though.
It
Like
the
macaroni
food,
in
the
a pot.
barbecue. It sounded just like that when I was whipping that shit up. But so that was Friday. Saturday, it was busy. I'd never been around no many kids. I feel like, but they enjoyed themselves, and it was good. My baby got out and he had fun. I actually too this week I went and found a couple different schools for kindergarten for him. So I'm looking forward to picking one. Coming up with one.
Pick one.
I didn't shake no ass because this is the weekend for me with the baby. Yeah.
It's depressing.
Yeah, it is. This is the weekend with me and the kids, so I didn't get to shake no ass. And then I will say on a different note, this morning I did get some bad news. So I do want to everybody to continue to lift my family up in prayer. I did lose a cousin. He was young. So we talked about last week's self-care and
Health, yeah.
And
taking care of
just like really people like tune in for your body. Nobody
Listen
knew
to your body.
Nobody knew. It was very unexpected. And I got a call that a family member died.
My condolences to you. Like I said
Thank
earlier, my
you,
condolences
thank
to
you.
you and your family. Stay
It's
strong.
basically, you know, I'm strong, but it's just like to hear that. So people just, you know, check up on yourselves, your health. If you get a heart pain, a chest pain, anything is different, check. Don't automatically assume that it's going to be okay. It's just a growing pain.
Whether you got health insurance or not,
check
you have to
for
be
real
seen.
because people are dying younger and younger, and it just so happened to be my family member this time, and he was young, and nobody seen it coming. So, other than that, you know, I had a pretty good week. How was your week, Mark?
Let's go.
Another week in Gotham, as y'all know.
So you,
This is
are
a
you
good
a villain?
episode. He's a villain.
Yeah.
No, I'm
He's the Batman. He's Batman.
I'm
That guy.
definitely Batman.
But Batman a
Okay.
villain to somebody.
Yeah.
It's somebody's story.
Somebody's
Hey,
story.
shit, Batman, the villain, and Joker.
Right. Yeah.
So just you know, what was that happened this week? The barricaded gunman right there on 7 Mile.
You know, I stay right around the corner from there.
Yeah. And dude actually
was
committed
horrible.
suicide in the house. So he took his own life in the house. Yeah.
You know what? I was watching that, and that girl in the background.
Man, listen,
hey,
they
did she
wouldn't
try to
leave
give
me
you
alone,
something,
man.
though?
Listen, man,
Did she try to give you something?
Man,
Because she
listen,
was in
I
the
couldn't
background
even
talking
be-
mad
I couldn't
shit.
even be taken serious reporting the news.
Because somebody was in the background.
Yeah.
Because well, the thing about it was, I was notified about this story from my Facebook friend who stays across the street. So when she told me, she stayed right there on the corner house of the block. I'm like, okay, well, I'm coming up. I was on her porch, right? And then when the police said, all right, we're moving in, everybody go in the house and shit, I'm like, oh, shit, I got to go in the house.
She
So
said,
I went in the house.
Mark D, your lunch is ready.
No, she,
Did you say that?
No, she didn't.
Oh, I
I'm
was
talking
gonna say.
shit. I'm talking
But you know
shit.
how the ongoing joke on my page is the you know, the sugar mamas, right? The old ladies is on me, right? So everybody wanted me to show who she was because she sounded like she was an older woman, and she kept everything I needed because I was getting cold. I got a coat. You want a beer? And I'm like, nah, I want no beer. You want to do? She trying to get me some what was it? The red Amsterdam? Like, nah, I'm not trying to have no
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Hey, don't hate on that lady, okay?
I'm not
she
with
was
hating.
trying to. She
She
was
was trying to help. I know that.
she-
I know that. But like, I don't drink red Amsterdam. I would have my stomach.
Me neither. I understand.
She was trying to get them draws.
Because Amsterdam, what else you giving up? A kidney?
Them draws.
Oh my god! So let's get into what we got going today.
Yes.
What is our topic today? We are all the villain in somebody's story.
We are.
We are all the villain in
So
somebody's
my
story.
villain name is Ghost.
Why?
Okay. Because I ghost motherfuckers. I'm quick to get the fuck out.
I was wondering.
I'm quick to get the fuck on. If something I feel like it don't make sense, baby, I'm gone. I don't give a fuck who you are.
No,
Okay.
Brooke.
Listen, no second chance and ghost. Okay,
Yeah.
call me BG. Okay, Brooke the ghost.
Brooke the ghost.
Brooke the ghost.
BTG.
Yes, Brooke the ghost. But yeah, once I go into this disappearance mode in general, when it's like I have to get myself together, and a lot of people don't understand that, so they feel like, oh, I'm being fake, or I'm being phony, or I don't care, or I don't love you, or like, no, that's not it. I need to get myself together, and in order to do that, I do have to sometimes get everybody out of my life for a minute. And it's not me being, it's not intentional for me to hurt nobody's feelings, but no, I can't go out all the time. No, I can't pull up to your house and party all the time. No, when you need me, no, I'm sorry, I can't.
So you the villain because you choose yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. Like,
Yeah.
because mind you,
I
previously
feel
we
that.
talked about me being a people pleaser. You know what I'm saying? So once I stopped being a people pleaser, I was
You became
a
a
villain. Either way it go. And I'm a villain daddy, villain to my daughter's dad for being a ghost. So yeah, I that's why my name is Ghost, because
You out.
I'm deuces, baby. I'm Ghost.
I'm the villain to my son's mom because I'm Batman.
So what's
Hey.
your villain
And
name?
she's the Joker. I'm Batman.
You Batman.
So that's your villain name.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, I mean he's still a villain in somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
She
Yeah.
the Joker.
She's a big ass joke.
But Joker, the
Why
Joker
y'all
is
don't say that?
misunderstood.
Yeah, Joker got a backstory.
He is really just misunderstood.
We're just using this as an example.
Yeah,
Like,
we not-
she's in no way comparable to the Joker.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
He
why
just
we
saying
said
she the
joke.
fool.
Right, that's
Yeah,
why.
she's
She's
the
the
joke.
clown.
She's just
Yeah.
the joke. She's the clown.
The
She's-
fool.
Yes.
Yeah,
the
That-
fool.
that's
The
it.
fool. Yeah.
No intelligence. Insert no intelligence or any kind of, none of that. into
None
it. It's
whatsoever.
None.
Hey.
None.
So tell me yours. Come on, Shayna.
Oh, so mine's is Defiance.
Okay. And why?
Why you choose that?
Why I choose that? Cause I'm defiant. I'm not much of a rule follower to follow the rules just because they say it's the rules.
Can I cut in real quick? When we came up, right, I told Mark, I said, why she not going to wear green? I knew you wasn't.
did.
What you got on blue?
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying?
She had to break the rules.
I put
She
it
had to
Even
break
in
it
that,
somewhere.
you were
Look, she
defiant
can
and
easily
shit.
take that green off. Like,
I know, it's a layer with it. I don't know. I think I've always questioned things always. My son's like that. He questions always. Oh my God, it's so irritating sometimes. But no, I just feel like being able to be in a space where I'm okay, I'm just thinking for myself and okay, does this work for me? Right? Not so much of just because it's the rule, I should follow it. And so I think in a lot of spaces and relationships where I come up as the villain for people is because I don't do what they want me to do. And I don't respond in the way they want me to respond.
you're
I don't give in to a lot of things.
I get that. You know what? I get that from
So-
you. I get
Yeah.
it. I get
Defiant
it.
as opposed as in the opposite of compliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
that's
today. I
right.
got a little button that says Defiance on it.
And that's what you should
today.
have worn, because
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
you.
See, I would say.
What is it?
Yeah, I didn't even see it up, but did you have them up on the screen? You okay?
You
put it up.
Okay, come on,
What's
put it up.
Because I would say mine is Mysterious.
She got to put the ass on there. Because that ass is
Mysterious.
fat.
The ass is ass,
It's a
ladies.
Ass is ass, baby.
Mysterious. But listen, the only reason why I say is because I don't know what side of me you gonna get.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm gonna show up in the villain. I know it be, I said this wrong, or I looked at you wrong, or I might just want to beat your ass. So it be mysterious to me. How I'm gonna fuck you up, and I just want to be
I
honest.
can't laugh like that.
I'm so sorry.
On this mic, I'm sorry. Because, baby. Something is wrong.
I just want to be
He
honest.
said, I don't even know.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
It's
It's
mysterious
I
to
don't-
me,
It's a
too.
mystery to me.
It's a mystery to all of us.
That's crazy.
So, I don't even know half the time why motherfuckers is mad at me. They be mad. So I'm mysterious.
Mysterious. But
But most of the time, it's because I
Uh-huh.
done said something Well, I done looked. I can't whisper. Somebody in the hood.
You definitely cannot
She
whisper.
definitely can't whisper.
That baby
So,
cannot.
you
She'll
know.
be right in front of somebody like, I do not like her. And I'm like, girl, be quiet. And the girl look.
Yeah.
Like, girl,
Yeah.
tone it
And she
down
really
a
thinks she
little bit.
whispering too.
Use your inside voice.
Yeah,
Use
that
your
is her
whisper
inside
voice.
voice.
And that's that.
So I really cannot whisper. And so, like, I was telling them, like, growing up, even in high school, like, people remember me. I was always getting into fights or something because, like, at first, like, now I got in context, y'all. But at first I couldn't see growing up. And I was always like,
That was your face?
you know, like, somebody like, why she always grimming? Like, real shit, I couldn't see. Ain't nobody even looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You can't see
but they
shit.
couldn't tell it was mysterious.
Why? Okay, y'all. Just a quick disclaimer. This is our first Sunday at 5 p.m. Okay, so just
We
just
feeling
stick
it
it out with us.
Yeah, we
stick
get
it out
the
with
feel for it.
us.
We gonna get in the
definitely
groove with it.
yes, we are.
Yeah,
we
we
are. Right now, we are a little.
Yeah, we gonna get in the
We
groove
are a
with it.
little discombobulated.
Yeah, this combobulated.
But yeah, that's
Think about
why.
it.
Because it's like, I don't know. It's a mystery how I'm going to act. And it's a mystery why I'm a villain. Because why don't
Okay.
you like me?
So I got a question for you,
Yeah.
Alicia. So, who is the villain in your world?
The villains I got,
Yeah. Do you mind sharing?
I got a couple
Okay.
for different reasons.
So let's see. Let's start. Can we start with like what is a villain?
Okay. Yeah. We can
Yeah,
start with that.
like
We
when
can
we
start with
think
that.
about like what we
Okay.
qualify as a villain.
When I think of a villain in my is somebody I don't agree with, and
The opposition.
there's no way around us agreeing. It's gonna be this. It's
Okay.
like you feel this way, and I feel this way. There's no compromise. That's when you become a villain, or that's when I become a villain. It's no give. So it's either this or
Okay.
this for either one or the other. And when that's not given, I believe you become the villain.
Okay.
So when you if you're just not able to agree at all, it's
That's
automatic
when it's a
villain.
You're a villain.
Yeah.
If you're not
So-
a yes person, and you know what I'm saying, you're a villain.
So my definition for me as a villain is someone who has intentionally or unintentionally caused me pain.
But how you
Constantly.
show up as
On
a
a
villain,
level,
you're not
it's like
doing
no.
it.
It's that's why I said constantly.
Okay.
Like that's of course you. I mean everybody know the saying hurt people hurt people. So I've been hurt by a few people and I've hurt quite a few people as well. But when it comes to me, if you constantly hurt me, if you constantly cause things and it's nothing I could do, like you said, it's nothing I could really do to change how you treat me.
Yeah.
So that's what I would consider a villain. Or what you did, it left a really harsh trauma on my life. That's what I
no
would
coming
consider.
back.
Yeah,
A
a villain.
Yeah, I would be with that. Like it's
Yeah,
it's the
villain.
hurt piece of it. Like 'cause, I'm defiant, so I disagree with a lot of people on some things, right? So like I can't label like all of that like villains, but like where there's hurt, and where there's hurt with intention, and where there's hurt with also you knowing. Right, because like you said, like you can unintentionally hurt somebody, and so I don't say the they hurt people. I say people hurt people.
Yeah.
Right, because we just have that capability
have
of
a
being
choice.
able to do that. Even if you have a choice. Sometimes it's unintentional. Sometimes you're not recognizing and aware of people's hurt or where their sore spot is, and so
how your
actions,
words
yeah,
trigger for
Yeah.
them.
yeah. So you can hurt somebody just unknowingly, but once you're made aware, once it's been communicated, and once you've communicated to say, I have understanding, or I have understanding, or y'all are so silly.
And you are on, baby, you on candid camera,
She
okay?
can't whisper. That's
Okay, we just said that
She
she
can't
cannot whisper. Right. Thank you, Mark. Because baby is on camera as well, baby. You on candid camera. Please, can I hit the blunt? Baby, hit the blunt. Hit the blunt.
Go ahead.
Go
It's
ahead.
after 5 o'clock.
Here, girl.
Yeah, that's what I
take
said
it.
after. Go ahead.
But yeah, no, if somebody's like, as far as like, if you have an understanding, like this hurts me, and you continue to do that, then in that space, yeah, like it's kind of villainous behavior, know.
Okay.
But I think the thing that got me tripped up with like being able to like label people in this like space of like villain is because of understanding from me. right? So it's like we were talking earlier about like villains that we understood, like usually like the Joker. You like, I understand why he became the villain. Look how he was treated and things like that. And so for me, I would dismiss a lot of things sometimes in like relationships with people who should have been villains, you know, in this space, but I'm in there like, oh well, she's been through this, and this is why she acts this way, and this is why she responded this way, and this is why she triggered. Yeah, this is why this is the triggers she's having. So it takes me some time before it's like villain kind of label to put on a person.
It took me after that. Like, I already done labeled somebody a villain in my world, and as I got older and I start understanding myself more, I'm like, okay, that's why she did this, or that's why he did that.
Me, I was already labeled. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was an angry child, right? I was always fighting. I was one of those childs, and the dog.
So you was really a villain to them kids. You probably beat them up.
When I beat a lot of ass. beat a lot of ass. Listen, but nah. I was really like, even like being in church and stuff and being in the background, like they would come to my parents like, oh, that Alicia, oh, that girl, she got a smart mouth. She got this. It was like, all right, I felt like I was going to get beat anyway. She going to hear what the fuck I got to say. I'm going to get a whooping anyway, so I might as well tell you ain't shit before I get my whooping.
Because you already labeled, you already got that space as the villain.
Yeah,
so
like I'm a villain, and I'm going to get a whooping. So now you about to hear all of this because you didn't even understand why I'm being a villain. You don't even understand why I'm acting out. You're not answering none of those questions. You're just going back and saying, oh, Alicia doing this or Alicia doing that. But nobody came to Alicia and asked. Yeah. Because the reason why was the person you was telling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so of course I became a villain. Of course I wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
It's the thing that people sometimes with like, you know, villains, as we label people, even though there is a balance between that, like taking too much time, like understanding it, dismissing your own kind of hurt, but people don't take that time to like ask those questions or understand
what's going on,
just what's happening. Because when you were telling that story earlier in the week, and that's how I was like, nobody like said what's going on, like little girl, like what's happening, like nobody
like, why are you
counselor
doing
or
all
nothing.
of this? Like why are you going back? Why you suspended? Going to school, like what's going on at home? What's going on? But everybody thought because I'm in a 2-parent household, even though it wasn't my mom, you know what I'm saying? But I'm in a 2-parent household. You know, my stepmom was there from the time you can
remember.
Yeah. 11 months. And then she had a son, 1, whatever. But before I was 1, like, my stepmom was there. You know, it was my dad and my stepmom. So I came from a 2-parent household in that sense. But my mom and my dad never was together. But I was still unhappy. I still was a villain and wasn't happy. I was going from this place to this place. I got to see this parent on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So it each had their own little hurts, their own little. I was angry. Yeah. I was a really angry child. Nobody understood or even asked why. Yeah. The question was, why you have these feelings? Why do you have these emotions? Why are you acting out? It was just she was bad.
And as a kid, that get pushed to the side a lot. And that's one thing that I'm grateful for as far as changing, you know, and my parenting. That's what I would use as my parenting. It's not being how my parents parent me. Yeah. So I ask my kids. I talk to them. Hey, why? Okay, you feel this way. Why? What happened to make you feel this particular way? Yeah. You know, I'm not saying they always answer.
It's easier. It's easier though to just label it a villain, to label it like the problem. Yeah. You know, instead of trying to understand that, because that's going to require a part of you. It's going to require you to be present. It's going to require you to be attentive. She tried to.
Right.
Praying. We're going to say meditating.
He was over there with your eyes closed. Like, I looked at him like.
We all discombobulated in here.
Listen, hey, y'all, we pushed it through. So, back to my question.
Yeah, okay.
What's good? I asked you.
Okay, go ahead.
What's who's the villain, if you don't mind sharing?
In my life?
Yes.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Because I didn't finish. Go, who's yours?
You don't have a villain?
It can be.
I mean, it's okay. No, I'm actually really thinking.
What's your kryptonite?
I'm really thinking. Cause like I don't have like, if in my definition of like somebody just consistently hurt, I've like cut off those kind of things. but I don't still hold space for them to say, okay, they're villains right now, because they're like, there's no involvement or like interaction like happening in my life. There's no like effect.
That's kind of how I feel. Like I wouldn't even give her that much credit to call her a villain.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you ain't got no motion in my life. You ain't really affected nothing and shit besides this situation that you did that. You know what I mean?
So what has caused you hurt that was a villain at some point in time? You healed.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So like there was most definitely.
What was a villain?
Most
though?
definitely,
What
yeah.
put
So
a hole or a death in your life.
Right, they
So
don't
most-
have to be a villain now.
Yeah. Also, yeah. So yeah. So I don't have villains now. My villain has transitioned though, like from not being in that space, because it did take that time of like stepping back and understanding. But like, you know, in relationships, issues and dishonesty and things like that in relationships, and continuing to, be lied to, in a space. And so, that was a villain for a long time, but it took a lot of me challenging myself to like step back and stop trying to understand and be like in the space of like, oh, I get it because of this, and trying to work and trying to fix it. I was in a space of trying to fix the villain versus like separating myself from it or giving some space for spend a lot of time trying to do that. Like but that villain definitely like has like transitioned or shifted, as far as like
that's good. To be honest, that's really good. You know what I'm saying? Because some villains last forever.
Mine.
Some villains don't change.
I have a few villains. Like, it's people
Miss
like I see now. I remember I was staying on the street. I don't know how far this go, but I know it'd be on the internet. Speaking of village, I let this bitch stay with me, and you busted all my windows. Ooh. You ripped all my clothes up, and you poured bleach on it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Where's she at? You ain't beat her
I'm
ass?
trying to find her. I've been going down to the King Homes where I work every day to see you show up, but you haven't.
Oh, don't show up, baby. Don't show up.
You gotta look in the camera.
I don't even want to say your name.
But bitch, I've been looking for
Look
you.
in the camera.
Do not, baby girl. Whoever you are, do not show up at the
I've been looking for you for years. You know, so some villains don't come through. You know, she did all of that. I'm standing on Georgiana. If you ever remember that street, anybody out here who know you did that to me, I would never forget your face.
Say I know.
So that's stuff
but
like,
I know
things that like just unresolved.
Yeah,
like, it's just like
But
so would that be considered a villain to you because it's unresolved or versus?
No, it's resolved. She went about her
life.
Like, it's not resolved.
It ain't resolved.
No, it's not resolved at all. Baby, you ready to beat her ass now?
I was ready then,
and you ready now?
7 years ago, y'all.
And you still ready? So
ain't 7 the number of completions supposed to be?
That's what I'm saying.
She said she got to go through the process to complete it.
She got to do it first. She got to beat her ass first, then she can complete.
She got to
so beat ass, and then 7 years have to pass, then it be complete.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, because I got to beat ass.
You got to be honest with stuff. Like you got to ask, you got to be too. Like sometimes it's like I will never forget. I will never forget. You will always be a villain. When I see you, I'm gonna get you. When I see you, I'm gonna get you. Whatever that song.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you. Like when I see you, I'm gonna get you.
I was waiting on you at the door.
Yeah. So the villain in my life, you know what I'm saying? Some people might agree with it and don't. Is my mother. My mother is definitely a villain in my world because she allowed a lot of things that she, the only person, had control over.
Yeah.
And it affected my life. Like, as far as I didn't go to college. Because I didn't know. Mm-hmm. I wasn't taught certain things to get me to that point. Thank God I graduated, and that was on grace of me. You know what I'm saying? I literally had to go put myself in school to graduate. And I had to be like, oh, my mama just said, can I give you this? She at work. You know, I had to do all of that. I had to cover her tracks. So that's why when I said the villain to me is somebody that caused so much trauma on your life in general. And it's like even when it comes to like my dad could be a villain, but my dad, like, you know, that good outweigh that bad. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
See,
so
my
the
dad
good
was the villain in mine.
Yeah. So like my dad was like right here. You know what I'm saying? This villain right here.
Yeah.
And it's only because of I know things in my world could have been different if my mother and my father took accountability at that time when I was young. Yeah. When I was 11, like my aunt passed when I was 11 years old, and I was forced to move in with my mom. So at that moment, she could have actually stood up and been a mother, like, okay, you know, but the things that I was forced to deal with that scarred me. I can't even say it's just trauma, because sometimes you can heal from that, but a scar is laid forever.
Some stuff you cannot heal from.
Yeah, and that's why I said
bear
scar.
witness. It's just, it don't even become a scar. It's still fresh. It's still open. Like, I got some stuff where it's just like, well, like, there's no
because
true.
you've never healed
Well,
from it.
and
so
that's why
it's
I
not a
started
scar.
that's why I said luckily
yeah.
for me, you know what I'm saying, it is a scar.
Yeah.
Because I started
You
my
started the
process of
process.
healing
Yeah.
years ago when I had my first daughter. And I'm grateful that I had a conversation with my mother before she passed to tell her and express myself like, hey, I feel like that shit was fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was literally at that point, like, I ain't had no kids, nothing. I'm just like, that shit was fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like 20 years old, and I literally raised myself from 14 to 20. That shit was fucked up. Yeah. It was fucked up that you allowed me to be with this situation. You allowed me to do this when I couldn't just do that. I was a kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, with that, that's what the villain in my world. You know what I'm saying?
On my own since
And
16 as well.
I
like
have
17.
I have numerous ones, you know what I'm saying, that scarred. And
Yeah.
that's why I said they scarred, because
Yeah.
it's healed, but it's
healing.
still a bruise. It's
still
still
a bruise,
there.
it's sore.
You know what I'm saying? Still there. So those are
So is there a way where, like, you guys talk about with these scars, like
we
from
lift
the
the
villain, right? Is there a way, like, do you feel like those scars from those villains past or whatever, they also affect like who you may label a villain, like, in your present as well?
You know what?
I think it
to
do.
be honest, I can't say that. Because
Okay.
right
I
now
think it do.
right now
With
in
me.
my world, I couldn't consider anybody a villain. And like you had stated earlier, like, you can't, because you disconnect. And that's why I'm ghost. Okay.
Well,
I'm
Really?
disconnecting. Right
Right.
now, it's no such thing as a villain in my world right now, because it's a disconnect. I'm not giving you no energy to create a scar. I'm not putting my body in front of you so you can cut me or anything anymore. As soon as I got that vision of you seeing who you are, what you are, it's like, oh no, I'm straight. I'm ghost. Deuces.
Me, I think it's the opposite. Like, it's not as easy cut off because my heels are like close. Like she said, her mom was my mom and my dad for a minute, but my mom passed away. I never got to ask her, you know,
So,
why,
it's quick
the
question.
whys and stuff.
So would you still consider her as being a villain?
No,
if
she
she
was just
passed?
misunderstood.
Okay.
I didn't understand her
Yeah.
at the time. You know what I'm saying? And she was going through her own thing at the time, and she didn't allow me. She didn't talk to me. Oh, we was kids. They didn't talk to us. We didn't know what she was going through. But I felt, now I look at it, I feel like she did what she did as a parent, what she felt was right
best.
and
Yeah.
was best at that time. I
So
feel like,
she doesn't hold that space as villain
no,
because of that
you
understanding.
know, a villain is somebody who keep intentionally hurting you. You know, she keep coming back. She keep doing this. You know, she know I feel like this, and she knows. I don't think my mom was ever aware. You know, she knew I wanted to be with her, but she didn't know. She was aware of what was going on, but she wasn't aware of like how I really
Yeah.
felt. You know, I really felt like all my other siblings all grew up with her. I was the only one shipped off. You know,
Did she not know because you didn't talk, or because she wouldn't listen? Do you feel?
they weren't listening at the time either, and then I was already labeled acting out.
Already a villain. Yeah,
Yeah, you were already-
You know,
Yeah.
and she
You was the
couldn't
black
deal
sheep-
with me, and
the
she
black
couldn't
sheep
deal
of the
with
family.
me. You know, so it's like, oh, you're better off here.
Yeah.
You know, and
They
then
can-
not
they can
knowing,
try
not
to control
asking.
you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's here. He already got this, or it looked better on paper, so I was there. You know, they didn't. She didn't talk. She didn't ask. Nobody really asked. Everybody just already assumed, and they knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was best? Nobody talked to their kids back then. Nobody
Nobody.
really got to the root of the problem and figured it out.
You know, that's a deep thing even to think about. Like right now, like a lot of people may not even have an awareness. Like her, like you could be your child's villain, like and villain in
that's
your
true.
child's life,
And that's true.
right?
And
Like just how you show up, and you may not even have an awareness or connection that that's what's going on.
And it's
That's-
true, and like Alicia was saying, they didn't even have that line of communication. They didn't make us feel comfortable to even express our feelings, because it was, what's wrong with you? Sit your ass down. Like, you didn't even give me a chance to say what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't have
even
that.
going over there was a punishment at sometimes. If I was bad, or if I didn't do something for my siblings in this house, so I couldn't go over there on the weekends. I couldn't. So it was just like it all came with so much, you know, stuff where it's like, in a sense, they both was a villain, but like how you said, not anymore. Time healed and all that. It's because now I understand.
Yeah.
You know, my mom, she was
Yeah.
a single mother of 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? So now I understand her. I see her at first, but at first I didn't. I was like, I'm the only one. I couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah.
I couldn't have been this. You know, you kept everybody else. They all. What was wrong with me?
And I commend I commend you and everyone out there who comes to awareness to understand that you can't hold this type of resentment towards your parents because you realize that they didn't know either.
Yeah.
So like once I got to that point, like I wanted my mom. I'm the only girl out of 13. Okay, the only fucking girl. Why? But you know, in my head, I'm like, shit, I'm the only girl. Everybody like, oh, I know you was spoiled. I'm supposed to be spoiled. What's going on? But I was treated like one of the bros. You know what I'm saying? So, but I understood. I had to understand as I got older, like, my mom wasn't given that love. My mom didn't, nobody taught my mom how to put anything. How to do anything.
So, you know what I'm saying?
So like multiple truths can exist at the same time with that. Like, you know, I like what you said as far as like holding that resentment because that's against you when you're holding resentment. But you can still hold space and say like, even though I understand, you know, this is what
it still hurt.
This hurt.
Yeah,
it still hurt.
me.
It's still right.
Yeah.
It's still some pain that's there.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been a villain in your own life?
I have. You know what? When I was when I was for a long time.
I told y'all I just woke up. I told both of y'all that, right?
Yeah, you did. But at that moment, like I realized I was a villain in my own world when, to me, is when I depended on my ex-girlfriend. When I let go of that relationship, I'm like, damn, that was me. I could have left. I could have did this. So I could have, you know what I'm saying, certain steps that we have the option, but instead of us choosing, we allow somebody to make that choice for us. Because in our head, we think it's right. Like, all right, you older, you know, so go ahead, you choose. When I say, I got like 50, 60 bands, 50,000 like bands when I was 18. And I was with a bitch that was 30-something years old and couldn't tell me what to do with it. We brought cars, houses, shopping sprees, everything. But it was like, in my head, she older. She know what to do. Oh, okay. I had brought CDs from a fucking bank. Okay. Do y'all remember that when you could buy a CD from a bank? Okay. I brought 1,000 CDs and don't know what the fuck happened to the motherfucking money. No. Because it was something. It was her. Yeah. It was her. So it was like, once I separated myself from that and I started learning who I am, and I'm like, I stopped myself from a lot of shit. I could have sent myself to college.
So you think you stopped yourself from that because
I could have done these,
because you said that at that time you were the villain in your life, but at the same time, like you had other villains that were like affecting your abilities.
It did.
Right, but I'm saying like you saying like I could have done this, but like you also saying that you don't know, you didn't know either.
But even after that, when I did know,
baby,
that's what I'm saying.
Not test tube. Real low tonight.
Test tube,
baby.
Not the test tube, baby.
What movie is that, guys?
I'm not telling you.
What villain? Baby kids, and you always talking about
right.
Test tube, baby.
You're right.
At the end, when they
he was the villain though.
He was the villain,
but he was actually there helping out and everything, like with all them kids that wasn't even his kids.
Why would you bring all them kids to the first date? This your first date with this man. You not only bring your son, but somebody else.
But listen, that's something that he allowed, and he was doing it because he really liked her.
He allowed it because he didn't know if you already show up.
No,
of course he gonna go through with it.
No,
yeah, he liked her. He would have
liked her, but he didn't call him the day before. Like, hey,
I'm sorry, baby.
He pulled up and got her.
He was
and
chasing them drawers. He was chasing them drawers. He was trying to see what was in them drawers. So he was like, you know what? Bring all the motherfucking baby kids. Let's go.
Yeah,
because I want them drawers at the end of the night.
Shit, like, why would you do that though?
But no.
As a woman, she shouldn't have done that.
Not men, but niggas. Niggas gonna do whatever they can do to get to them drawers.
But she was the villain because she shouldn't have done that.
No, she wasn't no villain. She did what she did. Hey, he accepted it.
She should have told him.
No.
Bro, y'all got me.
So so that made her the villain. She messed up on her own in her own space. She was in her own way with that.
Because you could have been real with him.
She was doing what she was
in her own way with that.
No, I don't feel like
that.
Hey, you could have said no. Hey, bitch, you listen. You came and picked me up.
You up with the kids.
You came and picked me up.
You see how the perception. So we were talking about like this. It's perception.
It is.
It's like all perception. Like as far as like,
kid.
And he could have pulled the fuck off. No. So no, she not a villain because she came. Hey. He could have been like, you know what? I'm sorry, baby. I gotta go.
What you think?
But either way, he would have been a villain. If he left, he would have been a villain. I know we talking about baby kids, but hey, sometimes you gotta take it there.
Who was the villain in that movie? Who was wrong in that movie?
I don't think.
Who was wrong in that movie? I think she was wrong as fuck, and I'm for the women. But she was wrong as fuck.
I would agree. I think she was just to show up with the kids. Like, he didn't know. And they wasn't her children.
I do not agree.
Like, if it was, like, I can see.
So Robin.
No, I feel like he had that's why I said I feel like he had an option. He chose to. That's why I kept saying, like, he wanted to.
What did you
see? He was already there.
He could have left still.
He would be like the Joker type of villain, the villain that got forced into being that role.
Well, hey, but I love the Joker, and maybe I love him too.
I love him both. In the beginning, I was about to say, we were talking about my baby mama. Like, I might be a combination of the Batman and Joker type shit. This bitch might be the Riddler, because this bitch is like the riddles and shit. You know what I mean? Like playing games. Yeah.
That was I just thought about like Two-Face for some reason. I remember I was talking about like Two-Face because like being able to present both sides of being the villain and the hero.
There you go.
Right? Like at the same time. Right? Like they were able to.
Thank you, Tracy, for that comment. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I had read the comment. And I was just listening to it, and the thing is, you know, that's one thing I straight respect and agree with you on is you don't question certain shit. Because like we had that conversation, like, would you change anything? And I said I wouldn't. Even though I went through a lot of shit in my childhood and my life, it made me who I am today. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like literally every little thing made me who I am today. How I raised my children. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
So you thankful for the villains?
That's one thing. You listen. Even with Batman and Joker, if it wasn't no villain, what movie would it be?
No, you wouldn't be no Batman. Batman just be in this.
If it wasn't, listen. My mama used to say a long time ago. Hold on. My mama used to say a long time ago. She said you would not know what good is if you didn't have the bad.
And I just said, how would you know a fake friend if you didn't have a friend to be fake? Like,
answer this question for me, y'all. Would Biggie be as popular as he was if he wasn't Tupac's enemy?
No. I don't. To be honest, I would say it's a 50-50 to me.
Would death be so bad if you didn't have life?
Bitch, we would be there. Baby, do not pass her that.
No death if we didn't have life.
Well, like, but it's
I know.
Good
Don't be know what.
Y'all think outside.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
Okay.
Cause don't be dismissing. Don't be dismissing when she starts to philosophize because some of the things be like really connected. But but death is a villain. We treat it as it.
It is.
Right,
but
like
we already know it. We understand it.
A lot of people. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying everybody. Of course, I'm not saying everybody. I'm not saying everybody. But a lot of people do.
But you know
a lot of people push it.
But I feel like right here we in our caterpillar, like we are transforming to a whole different.
But it's a villain.
World,
but we all know it's coming.
You want to know why? Hold on, Mark. You want to know why we don't? It's because we don't know.
That's what we don't know. That's why it's perceived.
We don't know nothing else though.
And that's why it's perceived as a villain. That's why it's perceived as an enemy. Yeah, because we don't know.
My point, death might be a hero and is a hero to some people.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people commit suicide. That's just my opinion.
Unalive themselves.
They unalive themselves because they feel like it's better. Like, because life can be so hard. Life by itself can be the villain.
It sounded crazy, but that was really a question.
No, it was.
You know what? And Alicia, it was good. It was good.
That was really a question.
It was good.
Would that really be a problem? Right?
Because I made a.
I'm fine. Yeah. No, take them off and put them back on, baby.
I'm all in the mic for
Let me tell you, I gotta make sure my sis good. At the end of the day, I gotta make sure my sis is good.
Yeah,
because baby, we are each other's superheroes. Yeah. That's what I say. Okay, fuck. What about the superheroes? Let's talk
We
about
talking
that.
about the villains.
We are talking about the villains.
Who
All
can
right.
also be heroes, right? Like who can also
I mean,
play that
also
role?
be just
that's
yeah.
The
Yeah,
thing
they can also play
is,
that
a
role.
villain
We said
is,
Death seemed like a villain, but it's also
It
a
could be
hero.
a
and that's
hero
just
to
like
some
a villain can be to Batman, because we've been talking about Joker and Batman. It's people that praise Batman because but it's also people that praise the Joker.
Oh, most definitely.
And it's like Batman is the villain. So like that's the whole point of the
It's
topic.
depending on what
is
what side
everybody
you're
is,
on.
yeah, everybody
Yeah.
is somebody's villain in their life. I'm worshipped by my children and by other people. You this, but I'm hated by, you know what I'm saying, my daughter's father. I'm straight up the villain. You know
What I
saying?
think too, like even with the information that's presented, like sometimes it's like we don't know, but we're also sometimes with villains, we're presented with information only to confirm the bad.
Yeah.
And not necessarily give the
good.
whole story of like
Yeah.
what's going on. And I think a lot of that is like what our society, our culture is, especially just the US. Like, even with the stuff with Palestine, things that's happening there and like how it's presented as one thing where we know that
I'm gonna
like,
just tell you this. I don't
things
know
are-
what's happening over there.
genocide is happening over there. That's what's happening over there. And the US is backing it.
Let me tell you something about the United States of
I don't know
motherfucking
what I was
America.
doing,
Okay,
but I
United
feel like I
States of
look
the of America is the fucking villain.
Most definitely
we are
for a
villain.
lot of for a
To me,
They are
they're
the
the
countries.
villain with us too. Me too.
I was born
For a
here
lot of
by
countries,
force.
for a lot
I was
of
forced to
people,
be born
yeah.
here. If I had an option, I wouldn't be here. Okay, but America is the motherfucking
and a lot
villain.
of in a lot of spaces, and we don't really are aware of that. Like we think that like have this idea of being the greatest, the hero.
Yeah.
If you say yourself the hero most of the time, you're gonna feel like you're the hero.
It's because nobody
Yeah.
know how to give flowers or to give homage when it's due before it's too late.
and that's
As
true.
I said about
It never be given.
with
It would never be
anything
given.
with America was anything like we get all this made from China, we get all this help with shit.
Alicia.
with people with
I got a question.
Am I here?
When the last time
What?
somebody said thank you for something you did?
see, that's what I was just trying to say.
And I'm asking you.
Yeah. Well, y'all always tell me.
I mean,
thank
yeah,
you,
but
so, but I'm
not
saying
us.
like America they don't, and it's just like a lot of people just it's a give, and it's a take. It was this thing like if I keep pouring into your cup, eventually I'm dry.
Yeah.
There's nobody pouring into me. There's nobody giving into me. And so we so used to just taking from the next person. Nobody pouring into the next. Like with our friendship, you can say something. You said, good morning, Alicia, or send me a text. You didn't pour it into me, right? Mm-hmm. Shayna or somebody, or even me, would come back and we'd say good morning or whatever to you, and somebody just poured into you. So it goes around.
Yeah.
You're getting refilled. But a lot of these relationships and a lot
It's
of times the
one-sided.
villain come is because the villain is constantly taken from you.
Yeah, I agree
being-
with that
you-
100%.
Whether it's a
Yeah.
conversation,
Yeah.
whether it's a
Yeah.
feeling, whether it's emotion,
I get that.
you are constantly pulling from me.
I get
You are
it.
constantly
Yeah.
taking this from me, taking this emotion, taking this feeling. You're constantly doing this.
And it's
That's what a
true,
villain
yeah.
is. You know what I'm saying? So you're constantly, and nobody is pouring. So I'm going to be
Okay,
dry.
well, pour me some.
I'm
gonna be dry.
No, for real.
So a villain is dry.
No, for
upset.
real.
The bottom.
I'm going to seem mad.
No,
I'm
for
going to
real.
seem always angry.
Yeah.
No, for real. Pour me
Because
some.
I'm angry.
Because you are. Right.
Yeah.
I'm dry.
You're dry.
Like,
Yeah.
come on, I'm dry.
And I'm so thank you for pouring into my cup.
You
I
welcome, baby.
appreciate you. And I appreciate you.
Look, like, but
Fuck
for
all them
real.
motherfuckers.
Real
Oh, this
shit.
is 5 o'clock for us.
But real shit, that's
No,
where
this is
I see
Yeah,
the
most
villain
definitely.
differently because
Yeah.
I've been showing up as a villain for so many years. You know, I always tell Shayna I've been misunderstood for so many years. Like, oh, she this or she this or she don't got no respect or she. By the time you see me, I probably don't. I probably don't got no respect. And I probably ain't got no respect for you either because how he bad mouth for me about you, I was probably getting.
Yeah.
You was probably getting bad mouth too.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, by the time a villain show up to be the villain, we're fed up.
So and you just mentioned that as far as like somebody tells somebody else, and that's like before somebody gets to experience you, they make a decision
Before you even
of
know.
like who you are. And I've never been a person, even as a kid.
No.
When I was in
Ever.
middle school, I remember one of my friends, my mutual friends, we had mutual friends, was upset with another friend. She wasn't talking to her no more, but I was still talking to her. And she came up to me, was like, "Why you still talking to her?" Because I'm like, she's like, "Cause we not talking. We don't like each other." I said, "You got." I did. That's exactly what I said. I said, "You have a problem. I don't have a problem."
And then those moments, that's when you realize, like, okay, this bothered me, because I always feel like somebody might treat you away, but they might not treat me that way.
Yeah.
People
So I always
so
have
used
faith
to
in that.
following suit. Nobody is being their authentic selves.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Nobody is.
Yep.
Like,
It's all pretend. Yeah.
Nobody is really being. So, of course, you're going to show up. Of course, I'm a villain. By the time you get to me to see how I'm acting, I'm irritated. I'm irritated that you're trying to see who I am, that I got to prove who I am
to you.
I'm
because
already
of
irritated.
what was said.
So, yes, I'm a villain.
Yeah.
If that's what was told, believe it.
Yeah.
By
You
the
know,
time
it's
it
funny.
gets
We
to me.
we put out these roles for people, in our lives, and we just go along with it, and people fall into those roles, and sometimes you don't even know what your authentic self is because you've been playing into this role for so long.
Yeah.
This is who you
And
are.
I
It's
can
like
say
typecasting.
that is true.
Yeah.
Be
I have
yourself.
not.
Yeah.
I
I
have
know.
been a certain type of person for certain type of people. Like, I've always told people I have different group of friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have my ghetto friends, my ratchet friends, my business friends,
Your
my
action
more
friends.
class
Friends
what
you
I'm
know you
saying?
can't put
my
on
action
speaker.
friends. And I say that a lot, y'all. I definitely have
Friends
them
you know
different
you
groups
can't
of
put on
friends.
speaker,
But
everything.
even in the midst of me having those different friends, I have to change who I am in that moment. I can't sit up here and be professional with you. Girl, you would be looking at me like, what the fuck's wrong with
Let me
you?
see. Be
I'm like,
professional.
hi, Alicia.
You know what? I wouldn't even say
It's
it's.
sort of
I
like, what?
wouldn't call it a change. I feel you, right? But what it is you're just showing different levels of yourself.
I'm
I see
adjusting.
that level.
You're showing your
yeah.
depth.
It's a
right?
it's a
Yeah.
place
You
and a
have
time
different-
for everything,
Exactly,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I
So
be
this
like-
is all me. This is all me.
It
I'm the
is,
same.
yeah.
I'm me when
But it
I'm
wouldn't
in
be
the business
her
room,
in
whether
that
I'm in the
moment.
hood.
Like, no, that's not.
Yeah, like in that moment, it would. Because
that-
I would be changing to my environment. You know what I'm saying? I can go.
You have to-
Yeah,
I
everybody.
can
Back
go
to your
to a
environment, yeah.
banquet, okay? All gowns dressed up, and I can go to a hood bar, motherfuckers. You know,
Versus
You guys
people
think
I
I
could do
sound
that.
like this
Listen.
when I answer the phones on Monday morning?
you
Do I sound like
We
this?
know how you sound.
Yeah.
First, I was
When
gonna
I
say
say-
versus people
These
who can't
ladies.
adapt, who can't adapt to the environment.
Good morning. I'm a whole different
Let me
person.
hear your voice. Good morning.
Can you do it around us?
Yeah.
Or is it too?
Good morning, Martin Luther King Apartments. How can I help you?
I still hear a little. No, let me
no,
stop. I'm talking.
That's yeah, I get what you too. They ain't been here in 3 days. They probably gonna take 4. Like,
No,
good morning.
I 100%
so I
get
get it
what
too,
you're saying
you know,
because
so-
but the thing is about you. You are that type of person. It's not like I wouldn't say it's fake.
No. It's
I would say it's adjusting and forming
like
to
code
our
switching.
to our
Code switching,
surroundings.
basically,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I would definitely say that.
Yeah.
Because it's you not gonna go in there talking like you're talking to us. Like, yeah, so
I was talking about code switching the other day, and I don't think I really do much of it.
No.
Because
No,
this is
you
the way
do
I
not.
am.
Yeah, yeah.
This is
No,
the way I am
let me
in
tell you
all
something.
spaces.
Switch, like,
In
type
all
shit, yeah.
spaces that I'm in, I'm
we
talking. I'm
just
like
had
this.
a conversation
I'm just
last
my voice,
night,
right?
baby.
like, I'm
Mine's
just-
my
We
voice.
just had a conversation last night, okay? Only so many people know how to approach her. It's because people, like we had a conversation, people will approach her because they feel like she's a firecracker out of us. So they approach her to keep her energy like, okay, she good? Okay. All right, let's keep moving. All right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with Shayna's, her personality and her demeanor, it gives relax. It gives calm. So when you come to her, you have
You
to.
can't read. It's like she like
You know what I'm
chick
saying?
you can't really
She
read.
don't
She
look
let
at
you
you.
know.
I'm not gonna give you the energy.
And she's and that's what
Yeah.
she's not giving you that energy. So if
Yeah.
you're not coming to her, no, she gonna be look at you and be like, she might not even look at you. You might be talking
She
to her. She
don't
gonna be
see
looking
you.
straight ahead. Oh, let me go over here. You'll be like,
Energy
damn,
not
I was just
giving
speaking.
enough. Like, come on.
A big part of that, you know, which is how I sometimes show up as a villain in my own life. A big part of that is because I'm an empath, and I can't like take on
Show
too
the
many.
emotion that
No,
you-
it's not as showing emotion. I can't take too many energies. People have so much that they're holding and like carrying around with them, and it's easily like transferable, just
It
like
can
attach
attach
your,
you.
Right, and you don't
attach
wanna
your
show-
name.
yeah, it can
And
latch
so
on
I don't
shit.
want to be in a space where I'm not regulating my own because you got some stuff like chaos
And
that's happening.
I'm in this mode
yeah,
to
now
try
that
to
shifts,
fix you
that
or try
shifts
to
my
help
space.
you.
Yeah, it shifts my
I
space.
get
So
what
I
you're
don't.
saying.
I don't give eye contact. I don't like.
And
yeah,
listen, she don't.
I don't like. but I
Most people
can't-
walk up and be like, "Hey, she
like,
just-
hey,
okay."
no, I'm looking at like
She on
somebody
the-
one on one.
on the floor.
The guy said, "I walked you and your friends to the car,"
And she didn't even-
She was like, she didn't even remember
Because she
I
paid
was-
no
'Cause
attention.
I'm not
No,
paying
because he was like, they was like, that was me. It wasn't even Shayna.
And what did I just tell you, Mark? They gonna go for her first because they trying to make. They gotta check her temperature before they check hers. Because they like, okay, is she good? Then okay, that might give me good.
Like she's the entry drug.
Oh, yeah.
Even being calm, like
She
I'm
was
still
calm,
still
though, but it
villain
was
for
still
people.
get away.
Yeah.
Still villain for people.
Because
Like,
some people
yeah.
feel like they can't get that out
Yeah.
of you. And when
People-
they feel like, because some people feel like they have that power, like, oh, I can get out of anybody. But when they come against you and they be like, oh, damn, she not giving me no energy.
I don't get no energy.
No, fuck
I
that.
had
none.
I had a whole. So I had I was in the Coney Island years ago after coming from the club or whatever, and then the Coney Island is a
That Coney's about to be good.
Grasha Grill where like the drive through is like right here and the parking lot is right here. And so, like, people cars are right here, and as you can back out, and, like, I hit somebody. Like, I backed out and hit this girl car. Like, I nicked her car. Like, just, you know, I wasn't going fast. I'm just backing out. And then, so my sister and my cousin was in the car, and because the girl got in the car, you go, blah, 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 you go, baby. And my sister and my cousin, they ready, like, so something happened. So I get out the car, and I'm like, yeah, I hit your car. You know, here's my information. You know, I want to apologize for that. You know, I didn't mean to. And she was like, took the information, took my number. 5 minutes later, after she drove off, she called me and she said, well, never mind, you know, because it's not really a big thing or whatever. I looked at it, you know, I was able to wipe it off or whatever. And I was like, okay, you have a good night.
Okay.
But if you would have matched her,
It would have matched her energy.
Yeah, then it would have went
It would have matched her
I would
energy.
have went and got my car hit.
Yeah.
It would have went
over nothing.
It would have went
Something that you could have wiped, that you wiped off.
It would have went to a whole different level.
I'm a
to
thermostat.
where-
Like I set the temperature. I don't adjust to it. Like I set the
Thermostat,
space.
not the
Yeah.
thermometer.
Yeah, I
said
said
that.
it.
Me,
Like,
I'm
I know
that.
that.
I'm that pop off. Okay, don't pop off. I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna ask no
Thank you,
questions.
Janice.
I'ma
Scorpio.
just-
That's
Yes,
because we
thank you.
Scorpios, baby. We don't.
I'm not gonna be like,
We don't talk.
hey, what's
we
the
just
issue?
multiply.
I'm going.
You on 2, I'm on 4.
Oh, we the baby, my sis.
You on 10, I'm
We
on
the
20.
Mices, babies. We the Mices kids.
Multiplying.
But no, for real though, in those moments, like people, and that's why I was saying last night, like somebody in my world right now is kind of like content with me because I haven't popped off, and they're so used to me popping off, like just I ain't asking no
Thank you,
questions.
Janice. We love you too.
We love you. But it's like in that moment of anything when it comes to friends, because that's normally what I'm talking about, because I love my family. I definitely got into it with my family, but I don't see it in me to put my hands on my family. You know, but when it comes to anybody else, baby, yes. But I'm that one. As soon as I get enough information I need, I'm popping off. I'm on your ass. Bitch, I'm not asking nothing because I already know. Well, I'm not going to give you more time to make me mad or no. I'm going to beat your ass. But I'm changing, y'all. I'm changing.
You're not even showing up. You
I'm
ghost.
ghosting.
You
I'm
ghost.
She
ghosting.
ghosted.
And is ghosting really a villain in
And
this
do
case?
you guys see why she's
Ghosting,
defiant? She
but
going
listen,
against everything.
Ghosting can
The
be my
protection- the
superhero.
protection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It can be some-
ghosting can be my superhero in other places for people because they know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she
Saving
ghosting.
them from an
so-
ass whooping. and
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
your defiance
yeah.
could be because it's really not right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody didn't ask the question, and
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So defiance don't mean that you're a villain.
Yeah,
You can
just-
be a
yeah.
hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mysterious.
Mysterious. You gotta say it right, bitch.
The mysterious.
Mystery ass.
It's because it's a mystery.
It's a
You
You
mystery.
may or may not get your ass beat. I may love you. I may not.
That is truth because
That's her.
It was a may not the other night that did.
Yeah.
It was a may
And
not.
I heard it, and I'm proud.
And you surprised yourself. It was a mystery. You didn't even know. Like,
Can you give some hand
No,
claps
for
for
real.
Alicia
I need
because
to-
she got
baby,
tried the other
that
night.
baby is growing. That
She
baby
got
is
tried
growing.
the other night.
And that's what I
Somebody
said.
actually put hands on me, and I
That's why I said these are my action friends for real, because we are not just going through shit together. We are growing together.
And we
and in the
really
midst of us
dealing with
growing,
it, right?
and to see it is so
So it was
beautiful.
a mystery how I was gonna react. Everybody
Yeah,
was
that
coming.
surprised me.
It was you good.
Well,
you
y'all,
this?
I'm a thermostat. I'll
Oh
you
my
know, I'll
gosh.
fix or address the situation. But if somebody hit me, I'm hitting them back. I'm sorry. That's
And I was sitting there
I go
like.
from the thermostat to the oven.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I'ma hit you
I'm
back.
the
Don't
one
hit
that
me. Yeah,
everybody
I'ma hit
thought
you
was
back.
gonna pop out.
Yeah, I'ma
When
hit you back.
everybody asked me like, Alicia, you good? They don't know not what they do.
Y'all, I know.
Okay.
Listen,
you forgive them. They don't know what.
so I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I know it's already 6:00. We need more time, so I'm thinking we might get some, and we might push over to 2 hours, because we always, and we get deep into our topic.
Yeah.
At the last
Maybe-
minute.
Yeah, we gotta get warmed up.
It's 5. It's 6:00.
It is.
God forbid y'all
Yeah.
add one more woman to the show. It's
Yeah.
over. It's
No,
not.
And we're not.
We my sis.
That's 3.
S.I.S.
S.I.S.
Oh,
That's 3. S.I.S. But I don't know how you feeling, Mark. You think we can go over a little bit? How you feeling?
yeah.
If we go over,
My
let me
time.
go to the bathroom.
Hey,
Oh wait, hold on.
hey, ready
So
to
go
go
over
over
Are we
time.
going 2 hours today?
Talking about today.
Not today.
Y'all
Let's
talking
get
Yeah,
it.
we-
We end
Don't
it.
close out right quick.
Oh my God. Okay.
seconds.
Okay, Mark.
My Piss podcast.
Let me listen, Mike. No, fuck that.
Don't you call that? Don't you know
No,
that?
fuck that. Let me. I do want to give a shout out to Mark D for one, because
Yeah.
he has been doing his damn thing. He's been searching for this little girl. He's been bringing us all the news, everything that we don't get from Fox 2 News, nothing.
I don't even watch the news.
I appreciate you, and I definitely want to give you your flowers, because I don't watch the news at all. I didn't even
neither.
see my baby on the news, okay? Because I don't watch them.
Yeah.
I just saw when it was going on. But I definitely want to give you your flowers, because you are sticking up, and you are standing up for our community. For real. And it's a lot of people that are scared. And it's a lot of people that are afraid. And I know. She's awesome. But I know, you know what I'm saying, some people, the police department, some people coming to you and trying to get you to shut down.
He the
You
villain
won't
of
be
somebody,
quiet.
yep.
And I love it. Don't
Even
be
in this hero
quiet.
space.
Keep being loud. Not just for Detroit, but in general, for being a black man.
Hey.
Okay, state your voice, state your opinion, and keep going.
That's a
And
real
if y'all
thing,
against
yeah.
him, fuck y'all.
What that little boy went like?
But this my no, but for real, y'all. Whoever know me, y'all know how I am. You know.
But you even saying
It's
that
just,
for
I
a black
love
man,
you.
because black
A
men are
black
already
man.
seen as villains and have to
And
show up
they
in the space
are.
as
And
a
they
hero
are.
space. There's a lot of pushback against that.
What?
Girl.
And black men are really superheroes
Yeah.
as well. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can have a black male villain in
Yeah.
their world, but all black men is not the same thing. And I
Yeah.
just want to give you your flowers, Mark. That's just
Yeah.
coming from us.
Thank you.
Me, Brooke, My Sis Podcast. We love you. We thank you for your
We
platform.
love you.
You know what I'm saying? We see you. We see you
do.
doing your thing, your big one. How many times I've been out and people like, oh, I know you. You from, I saw your stuff on, on 7 Mile Radio. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's my dog. Like, oh, he the man, But just to give you your flowers, it's really, and I feel like everybody on your show can agree with me on that. It's like just a big thank you. A big thank you.
Hey, T-Bob! Where you been?
Thank you.
I was looking for you.
Thank you, David. Listen, David, we are for the women, but we are for men too, baby.
Oh, most
we
definitely,
are not,
yeah.
listen, we are not sexist. We love them
No, not at all.
both. Okay, and we
We
feel
not
like
sexist. We love the sex of it.
Because our sex
That's-
is sacred.
our
Yes.
sex is
It's
sacred.
sacred.
Yes,
My
it
sis.
is.
Yeah.
Podcast.
You better give me after 5. At
No.
least after 5.
Yeah, it's already.
But no, and I know we all have had that conversation about you, Mark, because we appreciate you though. It's because you helped us. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, respectfully, our vision was gonna come either way it go. But you helped us get our vision out there. You know what I'm saying? And you played a major
Well, we
part
are
in
still
that.
waiting on our logo.
Girl, shut the fuck.
I'm sorry, Mark.
That's what we not about
Two
to do.
truths can exist at the same time. He great, but we are still waiting on our logo.
Listen, y'all, this is what 5 o'clock do. Mark, I don't know.
Mysteria.
So just to let everybody know, so we starting
T-Boz
at a
is
new
one of
time.
our faithful.
It's a new time.
viewers?
So we're starting at 5 o'clock now. So no
5
more
p.m.
morning piece. We're starting at 5 p.m. So that's what the time we're going to be on. So,
Yes, 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Cause your girl got a new job.
Yeah, she got a new job.
Yes,
so
and I
we gotta
love
be
what I do.
live after 5. So we're a little loose after 5. It's been a day.
T-Barb?
Yeah.
She thought she said T-Barb.
Congratulations,
We said
T-Barb, on your success. They keeping us laughing.
so. T-Barb is a comedian from Detroit. She thought we said T-Barb and we said
we said
T-Bobs.
T-Bobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she thought
No,
we were
that
talking
wasn't
about
I mean,
T-Barb.
shout out to T-Bob.
She is hilarious.
that was my
T-Bob,
sis, though, keeping you laughing. My sis.
Okay,
Yeah.
but look at her face.
Yeah.
Shout out to T-Barb too because she is doing her thing.
She is from
She
yeah,
is doing
comedian
her
from
thing.
Detroit.
Ooh,
But
my
we thank
son,
you
her
guys
name,
for
she
we
said
thank
that.
you guys for
So what
joining
we got
us.
about 10 more minutes?
We still trying to
No.
Actually, 5 minutes over. Right?
Okay,
5
y'all,
minutes
we gotta
over.
go.
Yeah, we
ain't
gotta
kicked
go.
off. Y'all, DM him and tell him to keep us on.
Don't DM him. He already
No, he
cussed
get
somebody
enough
out for
DMs.
DM.
We'll be on.
Well, thank you.
Too. I'm reading the comments.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for
She said she
just
looks
viewing.
Thank you,
like her.
Lily.
You know, thank you
Thank
guys
you.
for being with us at our 5 o'clock time. This will be our new time.
Thank you. I'm
You know,
Alicia
we adjust.
Mysterious.
Thank you guys
I'm
for joining.
Brooklyn for all the new tuners. You
Hey.
know, I'm Brooklyn Dior at Facebook. You know, hit me up.
Hey, I'm Shayna, aka Defiance. I don't know my Facebook. Shayna Sierra Marie. That's
Okay,
my
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
Alicia. My
Yeah.
Facebook is Miss Independent. What is it? INDEPENDENT.
Hey, do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay, we
Okay,
got
we got
My name though.
Oh,
Mysterious.
oh God.
All right, thank
Thank you
y'all.
for tuning in
Peace,
to
love
peace.
somebody.
Be
Love
kind to
yourself.
yourself. Be kind to yourself.
And love on somebody.
My Sis Podcast.
Warning.